Good morning, church. This is Pastor Mike. I hope this is the beginning of a great week for you. And I'm happy that so many were able to gather together and worship yesterday, both in person and online. It's great when we can worship together, when we can come before the presence of God, and we can lift up our hearts together as one. But we don't just meet God's presence on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock. We don't just meet Him when we're in Bible study together. We don't just meet Him when we have our Bibles open in front of us. Psalm 100 is a call to the people of God, and it says to come into His courts with thanksgiving, to enter His house with praise. But we know as Christians that God's presence is always with us, that we're never without the presence of God in our lives. And that begs the question, how often are we in His presence without being thankful? How often are we not praising despite being in the very holy place of God? Because God's holy place is within us. God's holy place is an attitude, a place that we bring and say, I recognize that God is active in this moment, that God is here with me right now. So I want to challenge you today. Whether you've been in church within the last week, whether you've been watching online, if you have not stepped into a church for a very long time, you are still entering God's presence. You're entering through His gates every single day. He is with you. He is always with you, and He is with each one of us as we go through life. So enter those gates with praise today. Recognize and say, God, you are at work in my world right now. You are doing things behind the scenes that I can't see, but I am going to be praising you and giving thanks because you've brought me this far, and you're going to bring me the rest of the way too. God loves you. God cares for you and wants what's best for you. And all He asks in return is that we recognize who He is and that we give ourselves to Him. So be blessed today by God. Know that He loves you, that He travels with you, and He prepares the way for you. God bless.